Maybe sit and we can find a place to do it.
Yeah, this fantastic portrait is
what makes you different than other fans.
yes, the reason why we are different from this one. People don't know. And this is the late finance minister of Wars administration.
That was brilliant. I mean, anything else you want to add in?
It's okay.
That's all, we're done.
Yeah.
Done all of that. Okay, cool.
It's Ghana. And we did it, and because of Fales, we couldn't achieve our.
More than enough. I just want to get those pictures.
World Cup 6 times. Although Ghana was not there at that time. I was 1994. I was in USA watching the World Cup, and from then I've watched France. I've watched Japan, Korea to 2002. Then we qualified for 2006. Qatar World Cup will be different. I've said it already. Based on, it's the first time in the Gulf area, and people were talking about it because of the weather that time. Also good. FIFA listened to what the whole world was saying about it. They push it to middle winter, which is better, November. And they have money, and the country is not big, and they have put all their resources to make sure those people who criticize that area cannot host this together. And I started with them 2018 with the Supreme Council, Samantha and those guys were trying to talking to supporters, and this is the first time World Cup the country organizers were including supporters from the planning. Since 2018, they started planning views of the supporters, how the supporters think, how the supporters are coming, how the supporters are going to accommodate. All this has been done already. They have even advanced to fly some of the supporters from all over the world to witness their facilities, and that hasn't happened before in soccer history. And they are continuing to send some of the supporters to be there in advance to test how they have already done, and that alone is also amazing. So I spoke to them that I give them a credit because now they have put the whole world supporters together. Now I'm saying the finest and the happiest World Cup I have ever seen.
It's a brilliant answer. So are you going to participate in the...
Because we fought in this country to make sure we have qualified. You know, since we qualified for the World Cup, the first president of Ghana, President John Ajikun, before he's on top there giving me the handshake, he started 2006 to make sure you have qualified, and he qualified. And then the next president came, the late John Evans Fifi Atamres, also qualified us to 2010 World Cup in South Africa. And 2014, the next president came, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, also qualified us to 2014. In 2018, unfortunately, another president came, Nana Akufo-Addo, didn't qualify 2018. And his term is going to end 2004. And this World Cup, he fails to go to this World Cup. It means his tenure of office 2 terms, he won't go to World Cup. And he has been a footballer for national team before, so he's supposed to be in World Cup than any president. So some of us, the supporters, we fought and even threatened this Football Association that if you are not going to qualify for this World Cup, then things are going to happen. You do some press rally, press briefing, and tell the whole world that Ghana must go to World Cup. And if you see Nigerian team at the just ended Cup of Nations in Cameroon, their team was very fantastic than even Ghana. And a lot of people were afraid that it won't happen because Nigeria is coming to Ghana and we are going to play the final one in Abuja. It's people, everybody, the market structure, the enthusiasm, people even forget about the high cost of petrol and the COVID problems and so on and so forth. Because once you have qualified for Ghana, Ghanaians are now happy and the country is now calm than not to qualify. That alone is also a plus for this nation. Now your supporters, we have changed it. We are praying that a lot of supporters, the government will take us to work to make sure Black Star goes even more than the quarterfinals Africans imagine is.
Cool. Brilliant. Okay, so what you spoke to me about earlier, fans and supporters.
So the question here, what they said is, what makes you different than other fans?
Yes, the reason why we are different from this one, people don't know. A lot of things happen in the world, and they say supporters are rude, supporters are routing, and so on and so forth. It's not supporters. We have three categories of people at the stadium. We have fans, and we have spectators, and we have supporters. And the roles are these three differences are fans and spectators are just there at the stadium watching for a good football. Even a Ghanaian team, Black Stars, or they are not one. We have fans, we have spectators, and we also have supporters. And I'm going to tell how the fans and spectators and the supporters play their role and are the integral part of the team. If you take playing body who are playing the football and the cricket team who are handling the team, the next third arm of soccer is supporters. We not perform well. We are there when the team has been scored against us. Then we release our songs, motivational songs, to raise their morale. So when they are at the stadium and they see that the supporters are not down, and when the goal score, all the fans and spectators, they will be down, quiet. But the supporters will start raising a motivational song to make sure the team will back up. At times, we supporters, we didn't watch the match. We are even making sure everybody is performing, singing, clapping, dancing. So they are supporters. So when something happens at the stadium, like rout or any other thing, it means the fans and supporters, fans and spectators were trying to see a good football, and their team has lost. At times they throw stone and other things. But the supporters will never throw water or anything. That's the role of the supporters. So the world sees the capacity of the stadium as supporters. It's wrong. It's fans and spectators. The supporters are only the branded ones. Like Manchester United, they brand their place at the stadium. Liverpool, all other things have die-hard supporters who contribute, paying dues and everything to make sure their teams perform well. They are supporters. The fans are there paying their gate fee and go and sit down, maybe with Cambia or so with their girlfriends or wife or friends to enjoy themselves. That is fans and spectators.
What makes you different from the others?
I just want to get this thing here, so I need to sit because I'm blocking the light.
The world is, my name is One Man Supporter. My name is Ibrahim Boachi. But Sebo Bichati of England, 1995, changed my name to be One Man. He said, a lone ranger, one person supporting the whole country, and they are winning against Brazil. And he said, One Man. So when I came back, the newspapers has already said One Man in town. Since 1995, that name has superseded My original name is Abraham Boachi. So the whole country and the rest of the world knows me that one man. If you say one man, it refers to Ghana, one person. And I started supporting this football for a long time. When I was in secondary school, 1977, I was trying to play football. But unfortunately, God didn't give me enter into any function. Maybe we are 4, at times we are 4 or 5. But they say, oh, we have got a visitors, and they reduce the number against me. When we are 4, they say 3. When we are 5, they say 4. So I also sat down and said, what can I do to also make my name come out? So that when I'm working with these people, then I can also be recognized. So I was in France in 1982, and I saw a World Cup playing, and the Brazilian people are there painting themselves, wearing a branded shirt, and they were chanting and dancing. And when the goal scores, all the cameras removed from the prayer and sent to where those people are. Then it dawned me with the national flag and so on and so forth. And then this man, the former president of Ghana, John Adikunkufo, President of Kunkufo, he was one time a board chairman of Ghana, 1988 to 1991. And because Osiapia and the former players were friends to me, they told him that, Daddy, this small guy can help you, and he gave me welfare officer. So I moved to Asante Kotoko, wherever they travel to, all over, in Europe, African Cup, and so on and so forth. So I became used of it. And when I traveled to France and came back and said, one man supporter, then I started to register an association and form a union that Ghana supporters to follow the team. Then that Nigerian people were also playing it. So wherever Black Stars, Starlets, all the national teams were traveled to, we followed them, Ghana, elsewhere. That's why I became the unique name, one man supporter. Now the union is all over the world. Senegals have learned it, other countries have learned it. And secondly, I also managed to make sure that our national flag will be wearing by us so that people see these people from Ghana, not by any introduction. They see the flag on us like this. You see, these people from Ghana. And that alone has also taken the image of Ghana very high. That makes us unique, and the Ghana supporters wherever the national teams is playing. We qualified for 2006 first maiden World Cup in Germany, and the Ghana supporters, we were there in numbers, and the whole world sees that yes, Ghana has arrived, and we managed to get to 116 level, where Brazilian beat us in Dortmund Stadium, the biggest stadium in Germany, Dortmund. Beat us. So that is our first meeting. So 2010, we tried to also play against Uruguay, which the whole world, because of the performance in Germany and the performance in South Africa, the whole world was supporting Ghana against Uruguay. And it comes to the point that Africa wants to move from quarterfinals to semi-finals, which is a painful thing, not even in Ghana alone, it's the whole continent of Africa. Because they will say, oh, Africa has entered into semi-finals before. That can also increase our number 5 to maybe 10. Because if Africa has moved to semi-finals, then it means that the country must be increased from 5 to maybe 8 or something. But because of that penalty, which our scholar missed it, it has remained quarterfinals still now. And our number didn't even increase. So that alone is very painful for the continent of Africa, not Ghana alone.
Yeah, that's true, because Africa supports the whole
world was supporting Ghana against Uruguay, but unfortunately we didn't make that history. And always Ghana will be first among others. In Olympic Games, Ghana qualified a bronze medal first before Nigeria and Cameroon won the gold.
Okay, that's a better answer. So for this World Cup, do you think the Ghanaian national team will?
Inspect the new design.
Okay, let me
I just want to put it. Collections.
I just want to put it on the tripod.